Welcome to Solo Shot First, and today we're going to be going back in time to 2003 to have a look at, from Star Wars, obviously, Attack of the Clones. You've got Ashla and Jempa, which are Jedi Padawans. Now, I picked this up actually quite a while ago, and again, this was really just to sort of maybe get this to have sort of put in a scene of obviously the sort of Padawans training. And I know that there is another figure obviously in this line, really, from Attack of the Clones. You've got Yoda and Chien, which certainly on the secondary market in the UK are, go for ridiculous prices. I think the cheapest I've seen them go, I'm just talking, looking around, and I've seen them sort of up for sale for sort of £37. That's the Yoda and the Chien figure. But what was interesting when looking at these, I did have a quick look at Rebel Scum, the website, and I found another couple of images of basically these sort of 5 Jedi Padawans in a line. There's one image, I believe, on the website. So it's actually showing obviously Ashla and Jempa. It's showing Chien, and then it's also just showing, and they're literally just named Girl Padawan and Boy Padawan. But I don't think I've ever seen those other 2 figures in any pack, certainly as part of this line or in any other line. So if anybody does know anything about that, who's going to watch, watching this, please let me know, because I'd love to know if they were actually ever produced, whether they were just a couple of additional sort of custom figures that somebody had put on there. But as far as I was aware, yes, you got Ashla and Jempa that you got here, and then there was Yoda and Chien in another pack. So anyway, I digress on that side of things. Quite a nice looking card back. I mean, again, considering this is going back to 2003, you've got the nice sort of Star Wars racetrack on the outside. I do obviously love that image effect, essentially, of, I suppose, Luke Skywalker sort of holding that lightsaber, and then you've got the small sort of Hasbro logo here in the bottom right hand corner as you look at it, and you've got obviously the 2 lovely images from taken straight from the film of Ashla and Jempa. So and the figures actually look pretty good inside. I mean, again, I know these have got very, very limited articulation. This sort of range didn't have great articulation, but again, as I said, no problem with that. The purpose of these is literally to put them possibly in a diorama scene and just let it go from there. So nice looking front of the card. Let's have a look at the back. And again, this is nice because I mentioned it in I think in a previous video, from this sort of line of Attack of the Clones, it does talk to let you know a little bit about what's going on and the actual figures themselves. So I'm not going to read all of that just because there's a lot there, and so if anybody does want to read a little bit about obviously both the figures and the sort of timeline, please pause the video and you can blow that up and have a look. But it does have obviously nice images of the 2 figures, obviously in the sort of the top right, and then obviously excuse me, again, the 2 figures there. And that's the one I was talking about, the other pack, the Yoda and Chien on the lightsaber training. And then there are a couple of other figures on here. They're showcasing Ayala Secura and Barriss Offee. So nice looking back of the card. One quick look at the front again, and then we will get these figures out of the packaging. But yeah, quite nice. Again, if anybody, as I said, if anybody knows anything about those other figures, please let me know. But let's get these figures out and we'll have a look at them in more detail. Okay, so here we have the figures out of the packaging, and I've got to say they're actually really nice looking figures. I mean, the articulation obviously is extremely limited on these. What they do have is basically you've got a swivel around the head on both figures. The arms move up and down, that is literally it, and there is a swivel just at the waist. The bottom half of both of these figures is completely solid. Well, that's not a problem at all, because, again, we're going back to sort of 2003. And at the end of the day, I just thought, you know, for the size of these, because these are quite small figures, there's just some nice detailing on both. You know, the actual head sculpts and the garments, although obviously all hard goods, just look quite nice. Just look really, really nice. And at the end of the day, you know, these two figures are sort of very much in a scene specific from, you know, the Jedi Training from the Temple. So, you know, there's not really too much more to say on them, but they just do look really, really nice. The accessories that you do get with these two figures, you've got the lightsabers there that you can see in their hands, and then they both come with these helmets, if we can put them on, these sort of, whoops, I'm having a bit of trouble with this one. That one, because it's been under the sellotape, is a little bit sticky on top, but no problem. And that one obviously pops on nicely as well. So all in all, nice looking figures. Yes, limited articulation, but at the end of the day, as I said, these are scene specific. So I think these, again, the prices of these have actually skyrocketed. I think these have gone up on the secondary market quite considerably. But, you know, if you can pick yourselves up one of these relatively cheaply, then certainly would recommend it. If you just want to add, obviously, to your sort of Jedis and Jedi Padawans, or you want to create that scene-specific Jedi training at the Jedi, at the Council. So, yeah, two really nice figures. Anyway, there's not much more to say, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, there'll be more videos coming shortly. If you've got any questions or any comments, certainly about those other two figures I mentioned, because I'm not sure, I've certainly not seen them before, so it'd be interesting if anybody's got any thoughts and feedback on that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.